Hi Gemini, welcome to your weekly love reading. Let's see what's going on for you this week in terms of love. Knight of Wands. This person is in a lot of courage. They're coming forward. They are on the path of their highest good. There's like rapid movement for this person now. Feeling very passionately about you. Three of Cups. Yeah, this person's coming into a time of celebration. Coming back to their true self. This is a reunion card as well. There's rapid energy in your union. Time of celebration, time of peace, rejuvenation. Two of Swords. And Seven of Wands, yeah, so, and there's at the bottom of the deck the Hanged Man and the Moon. Six of Cups, Judgment. Just pulling them all out. Okay, so yeah, there's been a time of pause for this person with the Hanged Man and the Two of Swords. This person needed to make some sort of decision to go down an unknown path, to release some sort of karma. There's judgment here. This is rising up. This is rebirth. Spirit divine is really assisting and watching over this rebirth that this person or both of you are going through. But yeah, it's like this person was preparing themselves for a long time to fight some sort of battle, fight for their freedom. This is standing their ground. This is having healthy boundaries as well. So this person was trying to build up their strength before making a decision to move forward on this path. And it's like she's practicing her skills with the swords. Even with her eyes closed, like she knew, or your person knew, that they had to be like super confident in this decision, super confident in their stance before fighting some sort of battle. People trying to knock this person off their feet. And they've come into their strength now. That's why they have the Knight of Wands. They're racing towards like that divine battle, releasing darkness, coming into the light. Six of Cups, this is a soulmate reunion card, so your connection is really, your love that you have really provides the other person, and vice versa, with this strength, the self-love, a love from the divine, and support from each other in order to, because look, you may be mirroring each other here. There's two towers that you've been caught up in. And this is the scary path of the unknown. Some sort of comfort zone that was really repressing you and creating a lot of fear actually, and a lot of turmoil and a lot of turbulence, like emotionally and in your mind. There's this realization now that it's not worth, that sense of some sort of security or comfort zone is not worth the price of all this emotional turmoil and threat. Someone may have been feeling threatened in some kind of karmic situation. But this is going down the path of the unknown. It's facing your fears. And it's not as scary as you think it is. This card represents like, almost like when a child is scared of the dark and they think all these shadows are like monsters and things. Yeah, but it's the the perspective that makes it seem more scarier than it is. There's judgment. This is soul calling. This is rising up, raising your vibration. You've gone through some sort of death, or maybe you were caught up in these coffins kind of thing, laying dormant in some sort of karma. This is like your liberation, the new beginning, soul calling. What else does their soul want you to know? I believe these is called something like the Radiant Sun Oracle, or Oracle the Radiant Sun, something like that. Intuition, power. So this person and yourself are having really strong, powerful intuition. Your intuition is empowering you. Fulfillment. So yeah, there may have been a time of pause, of waiting for some sort of divine intervention, waiting for your ship to come in, so then you could go on this new adventure, this new beginning, this new start, which brings deep fulfillment. Decision, yeah, some sort of decision has been made based on intuition. So yeah, there was that pause, the Hanged Man, and there was the Two of Swords. So that's like indecision, that was crossroads. And that was just the only reason why this person felt indecisive about getting out of some sort of karma is because of their fears of facing that destruction, or facing maybe some kind of toxic experience in freeing themselves. Maybe they had to fight some sort of battle, and that's the only reason why this person was staying in that karma, because they always knew deep down what they wanted, which was that fulfillment, that freedom to get on that ship and go on that new adventure. So your connection, what their soul wants you to know is your connection has empowered their intuition. It's made it undeniable. It's really broken through the ego that causes that person to try and stay in the comfort zone. This is what these two towers can represent as well. The ego, the self-protection, of not wanting to be assertive and face up to some sort of truth, or be truthful and face some sort of backlash from being your true self. And maybe I'm hearing, because you're light workers, maybe in your day-to-day life you're not really surrounded by people that are very understanding or on that light worker path, other than you and this divine counterpart. So before meeting each other, or before feeling close to each other, you kind of felt alone and isolated, and therefore it's scary to just take that leap of faith and go down the path of the unknown, of the intuition, of the divine, of spirituality. But through meeting each other, it's like you're mirrors of each other, and so it's like you're each other's biggest ally. There's this deep understanding, and so now the intuition is very powerful within you both, and you're going through this new gateway, the sun and the moon. That's like divine masculine and feminine, yin yang. And sun and moon is like a cycle, right? It's an ending of the old, a beginning of the new. And I'm noticing this is number 4. That's a number of stability. You're stable in your intuition now, and the infinite bond that you have with your counterpart is creating this power, powerful bond, powerful intuition. And there's a lot of fulfillment through this connection that you have with each other, and that fulfillment, I'm also hearing you fulfilled the karmic contracts. You know, you paid your debt. That karmic contract has been fulfilled, and so a clear decision has been made. It's time to be strategic and make your move, like move forward in your life. Now, it's almost like a game of chess. Maybe there was like power struggles in the karmic situation. Who's going to win? Who's going to have checkmate? And that's love. That's your divine counterpart. Like, love is more powerful than the fear and the karma. What else does their soul want you to know? Yeah, detachment. They're detaching from the karma. Here's that ship again. They're going to board the ship, so to speak, like energetically, and go in that new direction. It's the number 11, guided by spirit. Detachment from thoughts that were sabotaging their intuition as well. What's their soul want you to know? You're feeling very empowered. Through the divine, through your love. They already feel very much liberated from their fears. Revenge. Riches. Wow. And then I noticed the money here, the huge bag of money. Like, maybe someone's going to try and steal your money or something as revenge, some sort of karmic person, or they feel it's a huge injustice that if you were like financially providing for them, then that's suddenly taken away. This is someone that's very vengeful. But your person's had so much restlessness, feeling so confined and stuck, and like that devil card in the tarot, like just very tired and exhausted of feeling chained through fear. To all this darkness. But your connection, your divine connection, represents the lovers. There's freedom here. There's the angel rather than the devil. You're free to be in your truth. That's after overcoming some sort of mountain, which this devil energy represents. Restlessness. Your soul, it cannot be confined anymore. And there's the two snakes here. Is that, I'm not sure still how you pronounce it, caduceus or something. That healing energy. I love these cards. Let's look at the Green Witch Tarot. Feeling called to next. What does their soul want you to know? Ten of Cups. They're so in love with you. They just feel this peace from your connection. They feel that support. This is the fulfillment that they seek, where they can have some kind of relationship where they can just truly be at ease and not have the pretense or feel the need to put on a pretense of being at ease, and where they can feel at ease, if there's children involved, like feel like there's a safety for their child, their children, and fulfillment for their children. But this person is being courageous. We have the Fool here. They're taking a leap of faith into this new beginning, you know. They hope that something could develop between both of you. But they know that this is like a soul calling. They have to free themselves for their own sake, or for their children's sake as well, if again children are involved. And look, they just want to be free and happy and dancing. This is like a huge sigh of relief. This is like joyous after struggles, brand new journey. Yeah, 8 of Swords coming out of that. Seven of Wands. Eight of Swords is about mind and perception. It's the belief that you're stuck, but you're not. You may have felt like this little hedgehog, feeling very vulnerable. Say I had a lot of the spikes, spines curled up into a ball to protect yourself. Pulled the wool over your eyes, like you just didn't want to deal with anything, so you just sort of energetically, mentally curled up and just stayed in this until you felt like you had strength. 7 of Wands, I believe that came out. Yeah, it did. 7 of Wands. You stayed in that until you had strength to stand your ground, fight the battle of freedom. So after 7 of Wands, obviously it's 8 of Wands, and that's rapid, like movement in a new direction. This is the Mermaid Tarot. What does their soul need you to know? The Chariot. Yep, there's movement here and balance. This normally shows the yin and the yang, the black and the white horse. Balanced movement. Your balanced divine connection is helping you both as individuals have balance, so you move forward. Nine of Pentacles, moving forward into independence. This is the Bachelor or Bachelorette card, standing on your own 2 feet. It's like she's in those healing waters. Movement towards independence from whatever was keeping you stuck, or whatever you felt was keeping you stuck. You are free. Yeah, 10 of Swords. There's a death. 10 of Swords is a painful ending, but it's also a rebirth. Look, your soul's rising up. Ending of something in the physical, so your soul can expand. Very, very painful karmic situation. It's coming to an end. And this person, they will likely have to go through that pain, that sadness, that trauma of that ending, but it leads to such intense healing with the Star. It's time for that healing. This is like a call from the divine back to your true nature. Hierophant, very spiritual. Knight of Cups, Eight of Swords again. It's coming out of that. Because you're a spiritual teacher, Hierophant here, you're here to share your wisdom. Look at all these books. Express your truth in the world in some kind of way. Knight of Cups. Oops. I'm seeing this as your counterpart. Really being like that ally, that assistance. The Knight of Cups is the most romantic of all the knights. There's a deep, like, romantic bond here between you and your divine counterpart. I want to look back at these cards. Fortune, Sun, the Snake, the Lion, I'm noticing here. Romance, Two, it's like the Two of Cups, Cupid here. The divine brought you together with your divine counterpart. So much sun, warmth, the flames burning through karma. Snake is renewal, and the lion head is like strength. And your light workers sending light to the world. Quarrel. This is what this person's got to go through to free themselves. The bumping heads, clash. This person's tired of this energy. I know it's not good for them anymore. The eccentricity. Okay, and looks like a devil. The karmic person may be very irrational, maybe quite eccentric. People may sort of kind of see this karmic person like strangers or people that know this person, and they see them as quite strange because they're always like quarreling, they're always butting heads with everyone, or everyone kind of sees this person as overreacting because they're in so much like emotional pain and trauma because they had a very difficult upbringing, and so people don't understand this person's reactivity and the way they view the world. So a lot of people see them as like a bit crazy. And thank you so much. Take care. Bye.